If you're one of those people struggling to get those 3 average viewers on Twitch for affiliate, then you need to watch this video. Let's roll the intro. What's up guys, I'm Ryan B, this is RYBURRIS Gaming, and in this video we are going to be covering a bunch of different strategies to help you get to those 3 average viewers on Twitch, so that way you can get to affiliate. Now in this video we are going to be primarily talking about increasing your average views and not the entirety of affiliate. If you're looking for a video that kind of covers a bunch of strategies for affiliate, go ahead and click this card right here and it'll bring you to a video that covers that. But for this video, we're going to be primarily sticking to increasing your average viewers and a bunch of strategies for that. So make sure you watch this video all the way through to the end so you don't miss any of the strategies. And if you guys do make it to the end of the video and you still have questions, or if one of these strategies helped you get to those 3 average viewers, let me know in the comment section down below, or you can hop into one of my live streams as I do stream myself every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Again, link in the description down below for that. And lastly, of course, before we get started, make sure you hit a like on this video if you do like this kind of content, or if you find it helpful in any way. Think about subscribing to the channel if this content is your thing. And of course, hit the bell notification and do all the YouTube stuff. It goes a long way to spreading this out to other people across YouTube. And because I get this question quite a bit, I'm gonna go ahead and add this in now. When it comes to the 30-day period that you have to get the 3 average viewers, it is a rolling 30 days. So as every day passes, you still have those past 30 days to get that requirement. So let's say you started your stream and the first couple streams that you streamed, you only were getting like 1 or 2 viewers in your stream, then eventually those streams will fall off, not counting towards the average after they pass that 30-day window. So just remember, you have 30 days, but it's a rolling 30 days. So it's really just present day to the past 30 days. And that's the window that it is. So that way you don't have to worry about getting this all in one 30-day period. It's just, like I said, you have an infinite amount of times to get this done. So to kick this thing off with the first strategy, which is by far the easiest way for you to get to those 3 average viewers, even though it's not the most legit way of doing it, and that's gonna be utilizing your friends and family members. So everyone watching this video should have at least one person that's going to be willing to open up their stream and watch it while they're live. Now the best way to do this is just open up a new browser, and even if they're not really into Twitch or into watching streams or anything like that, and they're just not, they don't want to watch you, you can just go ahead and mute the tab itself. Don't mute the stream because then it's not going to count as a view, but mute either the browser source or the tab. It will count it as a view, and they can just leave that up for any time you go live. And that's going to be a few free easy views for you anytime you go live if they just have that open up on the browser. Now obviously this is going to work a whole lot better if they actually give you some feedback and actually watch the stream as well, and maybe even interact with you to make it a little easier for you to talk when you first get started. Any sort of feedback when you first get started is going to help you immensely to kind of figure out exactly what you're doing wrong, maybe slow points in your stream, sections that you weren't really paying attention to the chat or to your camera or whatever it is. Any sort of amount of feedback will be super helpful when you first get started. So if they're actually willing to watch your stream and give you some feedback on things you can probably improve on, it's gonna be super helpful to have that extra set of eyes on you. Because you're not always gonna really understand what you're doing wrong when you watch your videos. So to get a little boost right when you first get started, utilize your friends and family members if you have them, which most of us should have at least one person willing to do this for them. And if they can give you some feedback, it's even that much more important. So that's gonna be the first strategy, which is by far the easiest way to get you to those 3 average viewers. Now this next strategy is gonna help you just improve overall. It's not necessarily going to bring in more people, but it will help you keep people in your streams. And that's actually watching your own VOD content and figuring out what you can improve on without being super biased and thinking your content is the best content out there. So what you're going to want to do is go into your past broadcasts and actually sit there and watch through a whole stream as if you were a viewer and find out the points that things maybe you did good, so that way you can encourage yourself to keep going. Things that you didn't like on the stream, maybe some slow points that you see that you can improve on, some jokes that you missed that you can add in there. I mean, it even helps maybe if you want to write this stuff down and kind of get basically a better development of what you're doing and the things that you can improve on in your stream. Another thing that can help this is if you have your stream open and you watch it, and then you go to watch a more popular streamer and see all the things that they do really well and some of the stuff that maybe you can implement into your own content. Obviously, you don't want to just copy them completely from what they're doing. Just find some stuff that may work with you, kind of throw your own spin on it, and then add it into your content to make your content either more engaging or just better overall. Because when you first get started, your content is not going to be that great. You will need to work on it, so it really helps to go back and watch the things that you're doing either good or bad, and then try to find things that you can improve on and add to your content to make it better. So that strategy, of course, is going to be rewatching your old content and try to be objective on your own content and not thinking it's just the best stuff ever. So this next strategy is going to be networking. And before you get flashbacks of LinkedIn or business school or anything like that, of all the unfun stuff, networking can actually be pretty interesting if it's done the right way. Now there's a lot of ways to do it the right way, but there's also many ways to do it the wrong way, just like this clip here. Oh man, what a really cool stream you got. Go ahead and follow. Thanks for the follow, new chatter 123. Oh, by the way, you should follow me too, because I'm a streamer and you should host me when you're done streaming. Okay, bye. That's a really good way to get ignored. So that right there is exactly what not to do as a streamer. You don't want to be just shoving in other streamers' faces that you're also a streamer and then they should follow you and watch your content, because most people will just ignore you. And also, follow for follow is not networking. Don't do this. It's not going to help you either. Just do not do follow for follow. Now, good ways to network, of course, is to find content creators that you actually enjoy watching and enjoy being a part of their community, and just hang out with them and be a part of their community as you were a viewer. And do this not expecting any return, because if you are doing all this networking stuff, just expecting to funnel more people into your stream, people will pick up on this and kind of just ignore you. So do not do that. Instead, find content that you actually enjoy watching and enjoy being a part of, and be a part of it. Eventually people will get to know you, and the fact that they know you might in turn turn into some people checking out your streams. This is better than 0 people knowing you. So basically, networking is just getting more people to know that you exist and that you stream. So doing it the right way, it's essentially you're just making friends in a similar field that you're doing. And it's by far the best way to grow when you first get started with streaming. Good resources for this are: 1, offline streams. If people are bored and you're a part of that stream and the offline community is just kind of hanging out and talking, it's kind of a gold mine because people are bored anyway. And if they already know that you exist, you can kind of mention that you're live. Again, do not do this if you just hopped in and no one knows who you are. Only do it to communities that you're a part of. Next up, streams, of course, that you are in regularly. If they know you, eventually they'll figure out that you're a streamer without you telling them. Another good resource to use is stuff like looking for group discords of games that you play. So say that you play Siege and that you're looking for more people to play, you can search for a looking for group discord and just find more people to play the game with. And eventually, if you actually become friends with these people, they'll find out that you're a streamer. Again, don't just shove it in their face, but eventually they'll find out and maybe they'll come check you out. But again, do not do this expecting any sort of returns on people. Just basically get your name out there and make more friends in the streaming and gaming field, because a lot of people don't realize that Twitch is a social platform, and it really helps to be social and have more people know that you even exist, so that way more people can actually understand that you're streaming, so more people will check out your streams. So this strategy, network, basically just be social and make friends, and you'll get more and more people into your streams. Just don't do it the bad way, because you will get ignored. So that'll wrap up that strategy of networking. Of course, you want to do it the right way. Avoid doing it in all the wrong ways to do it to just get you ignored. And if you were looking to network with a bunch of different streamers in similar situations to you, I do have a Discord set up with a few hundred people currently in it. Link is in the description down below if you want to hop in and start connecting with other streamers. Now, this next strategy is basically the best way, hands down, to be growing a Twitch stream these days. And it's the only way to really guarantee that you're going to grow a Twitch stream. And that's creating content on other more discoverable platforms, i.e. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or really any other place that has any sort of discoverability functions. Because right now, Twitch has absolutely 0 sort of algorithms to get people discovered. And in fact, from Twitch's standpoint, if you were a new user to the platform, they're more incentivized to send you to someone that can hold like 20,000 people versus someone that is only at 2 to 3 viewers. Because from their standpoint, that 20,000 viewer person is more entertaining and can hold those kind of entertainment people and keep people on the platform a lot longer than that 2 to 3 streamer can. So from their point of view, it's safer to send new people to people that are popular rather than people that are really low on the totem pole with only a few viewers. The only way to guarantee that that person is going to stick around and be more entertained is to put them towards the people that already have more people watching them. Now, I'm not making a value judgment here on which one's better or if that should change. I'm just telling you that's kind of how Twitch sees it, and it's more incentivized for Twitch to send people to those bigger streamers rather than smaller streamers. With all that being said, there is actually some positives to this, because there's a bunch of different kind of content that you can create and a bunch of different platforms that you can create content on. And I would suggest, if you're really not sure what kind of content you want to create, is just kind of fiddle with all of them. Put some content on YouTube, put some content on TikTok, put some content on Instagram, just to kind of see what works and what sticks and what works well for you. For me, I really like YouTube, but I notice a lot of people that they want to set up highlights and stream reels and that kind of stuff when it comes to YouTube, but I don't think that really works that well on YouTube. Again, this is a lot better than doing nothing. So if that's your only option, then definitely do that. But I think something like game highlights and stream highlights work better on Instagram Reels and TikTok. I think that's just a much better platform for that kind of content, because when it comes to highlights on YouTube, usually people don't care about your highlights unless they already know who you are. But again, it is still a much better thing to do rather than doing nothing. And of course, the kind of content that you want to create is going to kind of dictate which platform you're on. And obviously some content works better on other platforms. And if you guys want a whole video dedicated to what kind of content I think works better on certain platforms, let me know in the comment section down below. But by far, the best way and pretty much the only way to grow a Twitch stream nowadays is to be creating content on other platforms, grow on those platforms, and then do a call to action to bring people over to your Twitch streams. Similar to what I do here on Twitch, when I mentioned the fact that I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Twitch, link in the description down below. So if you guys want to hop in there and talk with any of this kind of stuff, we tend to talk about this kind of stuff a lot: setups, gear, growing strategies, all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and hop in there and check me out. That right there is a call to action to get you to come over to my Twitch streams. And that right there you can do on any sort of platform once you start to have a following on any platform, and then you can bring them over to your Twitch stream. And that wraps up that strategy of creating content on other platforms to bring people over to your Twitch stream, which is really the only way to guarantee any sort of growth on Twitch these days. Now, the last strategy we're gonna talk about is streaming less often. Now, I know at first glance this sounds super counterproductive to what you might think, and especially all the bad advice that you hear going around of just embrace the grind and all that kind of stuff. Stream less so that way you have more time to develop all the other strategies that we mentioned in this video. So if you're someone who normally streams like 8 hours a day, you definitely want to cut that down. And if you're just starting, I would suggest somewhere between 2 to 3 hours a day, or really just 2 to 3 hours every time you go live should be your maximum. There is stats, however, that do show that past 6-hour streams, you're not really going to get any new followers. It kind of just starts to fall off even for really big streamers. 6 hours should kind of be the maximum amount of streams, not counting any sort of events like a 12-hour stream, a 24-hour stream, or anything like that. But the cap on a stream should be about 6 hours, and that's what the stats show is the best thing to do. Again, not counting events, because events are kind of a different category all on their own. So my suggestion, if you're starting out new, 2 to 3 hours is probably the amount of time you want to spend. I definitely wouldn't go anything more than 6 hours per session of streaming, and that way you can spend more time dedicating to either creating content on other platforms, networking to meet other people in the similar situations to you, go back on your content and actually look and see how you can grow and develop your content that makes it better for the viewers. So spend less time streaming and spending more time making your content better, developing content on other platforms, yada yada. Doing all that will help you grow immensely. All right, guys, and that wraps up all the strategies that will help you get to those 3 average viewers really fast. If you follow any one of these strategies, I guarantee you'll get those 3 average viewers. If you think there's anything that I missed, let me know in the comment section down below. Or if you used any of these strategies to get you to those 3 average viewers, again, let me know in the comment section down below. Or as I mentioned before, you can hop into one of my live streams, as I do stream myself every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Again, link in the description down below for you guys. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you like content like this. It really goes a long way to spreading this video out to other people across YouTube. And then don't forget the relevant content right here.